Hi, dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Welcome to your Cricket Happenings show today. It is going to be a cricket update today on the match which is right now, which is played at Centurion, the first one-day international between Australia and South Africa, which has been interrupted by rain. Australia currently 96 for 1 in the 19th over. Ricky Ponting and Michael Clarke steadying the Australian innings after the early dismissal of David Warner, who got out of his duck today and went on to make 20 runs. And the way he did that today was good to see, because one is he had two ducks in the 2020s, and the first one-day international of the series started today, and it was South Africa who actually won the toss, elected to field actually, and Australia had to make two changes because due to injury Shane Watson and Sean Marsh couldn't be played, and there were debuts for 18-year-old Patrick Cummins, the very impressive pace bowler, and Mitchell Marsh, who would be turning 20 later. So he's an all-rounder, as you know, and he showed some pluck there by cracking some sixes of the bowling of Mon Markle in the 2020s. So he comes into the one-day mix there due to those injuries. Well, it was started by Dale Steyn. In fact, David Warner was very aggressive early on by cracking 4 boundaries in one particular over of Dale Steyn. But Dale Steyn had his man, as in fact he got an inside edge onto a ball from Dale Steyn in the same over after he cracked 4 boundaries in one particular over, and he was castled actually. His leg stump was uprooted and he was gone. So David Warner was bowled, clean bowled by Steyn for 20. That was the first wicket, which went at the score when it was 21 was the first wicket. But after that, Michael Clarke also gave the same treatment to Dale Steyn by, in fact, if you see Dale Steyn's figures, his figures has been really spoiled there. He has just bowled 4 overs, but he has gone for 34 runs and 1 wicket. Dave Warner was the reward for him. But Michael Clarke also went after Dale Steyn and actually whipped him through mid-wicket for a boundary, then pulled him through square leg for a boundary, carved him for another boundary, in fact 3 fours in one particular over. And currently he was looking very good, not out on 29 with 5 fours. And Ricky Ponting also has been playing some very good strokes. In fact, he took Sotsobe. Then he actually had Jack Scalise also. He also played some very good strokes of Jack Scalise, the bowler, and Ricky Ponting is not out on 40. So currently rain has actually interrupted play at the Centurion, and one does not know what is going to be. It is definitely going to be a rain restricted match for sure. Now potentially the news that we have is that 3 more hours are there. So in the 3 more hours it could be a truncated affair, whereby Australia and South Africa might be playing, if at all the rain relents and the play is possible, which I probably hope so. And it would be like there will be a revised target, and in fact it's only 96 for 1, so they would at least play 25 overs. So if they do that, probably you could get a game on hand, probably a really a 20-over affair going on between Australia and South Africa. So let's wait for that. So currently I'm leaving you at the score at Australia 96 for 1 of 19 overs. Rain interrupted play at Centurion Park in the first one-day international between South Africa and Australia. Michael Clarke is not out 29 of 43 balls with 5 fours. Ricky Ponting is not out on 40 of 55 balls with 7 fours. Bowling figures: Dale Steyn 4 overs 1 for 34 and 4 overs for 16 for Mon Markle. Also, the other bowling figures that I could look at, I will come to that later. But let me take you down to the second day's play in the match which was happening there at Abu Dhabi in the first test between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. As you know, Pakistan yesterday rolled out Sri Lanka for 197. In fact, Pakistan today, what they have done is it has been a hard grind for them. They have really bided their time. First they have laid the foundation, and today it was started off in aggressive fashion by Mohammad Hafiz, who showed some real aggression, and he was very productive. In fact, he scored 75 runs with 8 fours and 1 6 that he hit of Rangana Herath, and he was the one out when Rangana Herath actually his arm ball coming in and disturbing Mohammad Hafiz's stumps. So that was the only wicket, and that was the only reward Sri Lanka got. But let me tell you, the Sri Lankan bowlers were toiling hard, but they had 2 people in the middle. It was also the bowling should be credited for that, and it was real stonewalling stuff by the Pakistani batsmen, especially Azhar Ali, who was not out on 60. In fact, Taufiq Umar showing some good form, getting on to his 3rd century there. He's not out on 109 at stumps with 8 boundaries. That itself tells the story. In fact, Pakistan scored, they have taken a good lead of 62 runs on the day 2. Probably I thought Pakistan could have made more runs, but well, they are at 259 for 1 at stumps on the second day's play at Abu Dhabi in the first test between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. stumps on day 2. Pakistan 259 for 1 with Azhar Ali, absolute stonewaller there, 60 not out with 5 boundaries, and Taufiq Umar also doing the same, 109 not out of 8 with 8 boundaries. And the first 2 sessions definitely belong to Sri Lanka because the Pakistani batsman couldn't force the pace. But in the third session, that is in the final session, is the one where Pakistan really collected some runs. But again, as I said, this match is something where Pakistan can definitely dictate terms because they are 259 for 1. The foundation has been laid. They have some great batsmen still to come. And let's look at the bowling figures here. So Pakistan 259 for 1 at stumps. Just looking at the bowling figures, I'll be talking to you about the bowling figures now. As far as the bowling figures were concerned, Pelagatra bowled well, 16 overs, 1 maiden, none for 56. And as I said, a long batting lineup still to come for Pakistan, so they can really dictate terms from here on the third day by picking up some good runs. Yunus Khan, Misbah-ul Haq, Asad Shafiq, Adnan Akmal, everyone to come. Even the tailenders can play. Umar Gul, Aizaz Chima, Saeed Ajmal and Junaid Khan. Pelagatra 16 overs, 1 maiden, none for 56. Lakmal 13 overs, 3 maidens, none for 58. Rangana had toiled hard and bowled very well, 35 overs, 10 maidens, 55 runs on 1 wicket. Fernando 15 overs for 57 and Tilgan Dilshan bowled 19 overs, 6 maidens, none for 30. So that stumps on day 2, 259 for 1, Pakistan leading by 62 runs. Now just going to the bowling figures which I was talking about as far as South Africa is concerned. Steyn and Morkel have already spoken about. Morkel has been very economical. In fact, Morkel has been economical. Also, Sotsobe, 5 overs, no maiden, none for 16, really kept them quiet there. Jack Scalise, 4 overs, no maiden, none for 20, and 2 overs for 10 for Johan Botha. So 96 for 1, rain interrupted play still not started there at Centurion Park in the first one day international. And now I'm going to talk about, nothing much, just going to talk about 2 matches coming up tomorrow. One is India, who are actually taking a 2-0 lead in the series. Tomorrow would be the third one-day international, which will be played between India and England. So that is one match which is coming up tomorrow. And then we have the other match is between the one-day international series starting because after the 2020 series taken by New Zealand, New Zealand and Zimbabwe will be clashing in the first of the one-day internationals, which would be played tomorrow, and that would be between Zimbabwe and Pakistan. Now that will be a different ball game because 2020 is a different ball game, 50-50 is a different ball game, and England probably would like to win it tomorrow because if at all India wins the match tomorrow in the third one-day international, India will be 3-0. So England will be doing their best to actually come and win the match and actually give themselves a chance of squaring the at least start off with a win. And India probably would like to keep up the tempo and go for another win. And probably India would also be eyeing because they really got dropped 5-0 in England. So probably they would like to give it back to England. And whether England can stop them, that remains to be seen. But again, the third one international is the one which is the crucial. If India could beat them tomorrow, that would be something that India would really take it on in the next 2 one-day internationals. But one has to wait and watch what really pans out. That brings an end to my Cricket Happening show for now. I hope you all enjoyed my Cricket Happening show as ever. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram signing off for the day. Thank you. Bye.